Tomorrow, one country becomes immortal. Spain or Argentina is about to win the World Cup, and honestly, most people watching have no idea how ridiculous that actually is. Not hard ridiculous. There are 211 national football associations recognized by FIFA, 211 countries with a flag, a federation and a dream. And in the entire 96-year history of this competition since 1930, exactly 8 of them have ever lifted the trophy, 8 out of 211. Before we get into tomorrow's final, I want to show you the numbers behind why this trophy is the hardest thing to win in world sport, and why the 2 teams stepping onto that MetLife Stadium pitch on Sunday are about to join maybe the most exclusive club on earth. Let's start with the brutal filter. 211 FIFA nations, only 82 of them have ever even qualified for a World Cup finals tournament in 96 years. That's less than 40% of the entire football playing world that has managed to show up to the party even once. Now shrink that further. Of those 82 nations who made it to the finals, only 13 have ever reached a final match. 13, and every single one of them is either European or South American. Not one African, Asian or CONCACAF nation has ever played in a World Cup final. Not one. And now the final cut, the 8 who actually won it. Brazil, 5 titles, Germany and Italy, 4 each. Argentina, 3, soon to be 4 if they win Sunday. France and Uruguay, 2 apiece. England and Spain, 1 each. That's it, that's the entire list of World Cup winners in human history. You could fit them all on a 5A-side pitch, so when people say, just win the World Cup, understand what they're actually asking a nation to do, because statistically it's closer to winning the lottery than winning a league title. Here's where it gets even more insane. Even getting to the tournament is its own filter. FIFA expanded the World Cup to 48 teams for the first time ever in 2026, up from 32. Specifically to let more of these federations dream a little. On paper, that pushed the qualification rate from roughly 15% of FIFA members to about 23%. Sounds generous, right? Except it barely changes anything at the top. Expanding the field doesn't create more trophies, it's still one winner out of everyone who shows up, whether that everyone is 32 teams or 48. You've just added more nations who now get the privilege of losing on a bigger stage. Think about the odds a country like, say, Panama or Uzbekistan is looking at. They have to survive a qualifying campaign against regional rivals just to earn a group stage spot against nations with 100 years more football infrastructure. And even then they're playing for the honour of maybe reaching the round of 16 before someone with better players ends their tournament. Meanwhile, the actual winner has to go unbeaten or close to it through 7 matches against the best teams left on the planet, with 0 room for a bad day. 1 off game, 1 red card, 1 missed penalty, and 96 years of history moves on without you. That's the trophy. That's what we're about to hand to Spain or Argentina on Sunday. Now, here's the part that makes this even crueler, because reaching the final doesn't guarantee you anything either. The Netherlands have played in 3 World Cup finals, 1974, 1978, 2010. Total football Cruyff, one of the most influential footballing nations in history. 3 finals, 0 wins. They are statistically the greatest team to never win a World Cup, and they're not alone. Hungary reached 2 finals in 1938 and 1954. The 1954 side is still talked about as maybe the best team never to win it, the mighty Magyars unbeaten in 30 straight matches coming into that final, having hammered West Germany 8-3 earlier in the same tournament. Then they ran into that same West Germany team in the final and lost 3-2 in what's still called the Miracle of Bern. One bad afternoon undid 4 years of being unbeatable. And it's not just teams, it's individual legends. Johan Cruyff never won it. George Best never even qualified for one. Eusebio, one of the greatest strikers in history, has 1 World Cup semi-final to his name and nothing more. For decades, even Messi himself was heading toward that same list of great players the trophy simply never chose, until 2022 rewrote his entire legacy in 1 tournament. That's the part people forget when they argue about the greatest of all time. This trophy isn't just hard to win. It's hard enough that being genuinely one of the best sides or best players to ever play the sport is not remotely a guarantee you'll ever lift it. In which brings us to Sunday, Spain versus Argentina. Whoever wins doesn't just take a trophy home, they dodge becoming the next name on that nearly men list. That's what's actually on the line, not just a medal. Drop your score prediction in the comments right now. I want to see who's actually backing their pick.